Hi, welcome to Decked Out with Mike on the new Deck Network, the internet's first and only source dedicated to everything decks. I'm your host, Mike Danzilio, and I love decks. What I love about decks is how they enhance your home and lifestyle for less money than other home remodeling projects. I love to talk about decks, that's why I founded the Deck Network. Although I'm retired from building decks, I've built over 2,000 decks and sold another 5,000. They're lots of fun to design and build, and when they're done, they look great. I've always received great satisfaction when a customer tells me that their deck project exceeded their expectations. At the Deck Network, we're your decking consultants. We can help with design, plans, materials, and even difficult-to-find products such as the very popular curved decking and railing along with matching gates. If you're looking for a decking contractor to build your deck, we have a contractor referral program that sets up certified contractors with homeowners that need their deck done correctly the first time. The Deck Network studio is on Long Island, New York, but during the decking season you'll find me at deck shows, decking factories, and on our clients' decks. On today's episode of Decked Out with Mike, we're going to look at the North American Deck and Rail Association, or NADRA's, award event, which was recently held at the Chicago Museum of Science and Industry. Let's look at the introduction. Hi, this is Mike Danzilio reporting for the Deck Network, and tonight I am at the North American Deck and Rail Association Awards Dinner at the Chicago Museum of Science, and right behind me is the actual command module for Apollo 8. This spacecraft right behind me went around the moon and came back and splashed into the ocean. Let's meet Mike Beaudry, the founder of NADRA and its executive vice president. Hi, this is Mike from the Deck Network, and tonight we're at the awards dinner for the the North American Deck and Rail Association, and right here is a friend of mine, Mike Beaudry, who is the executive vice president of NADRA. Mike, what's doing?
How you doing, Michael? Thanks so much. We're in support of your network. We hope it works well for you. Anything we can do with the association to spread the word, we're here for you, man. Thank you for what you're doing.
Tell me a little bit about NADRA.
NADRA is an organization for the deck builders, deck railing and dock builders. We haven't really had an association, so about 7 years ago, 19 guys got together, threw $100 in a hat for seed money, and now 7 years later, we pretty much are the association for the deck, dock, and rail. We work for our members, we work for the industry. We have things like certification, and we work in code, we work in testing. We have chapters forming around the country. If you're in a decking or railing or dock, you want to give us a call and get involved.
Now, of course I'm a member also, but what I feel is the most important service that you do for all of us is about in deck safety. Can you say something a little bit about that?
Well, thank you, Mike. Mike's hit a hot topic, one that's very close to our heart, and it's basically this. When you look at what's going on out there, and there's statistics, you can come to the website and see this information, but unlike tornadoes and hurricanes and things that happen, Mother Nature comes in and does her deal. We can't prevent that. But deck collapses, it's preventable. And it's basically horrific, the fact that we don't go out there and check these decks. So what we're trying to do is educate our builders and our distributor dealer members, our contractors, the people that go out and inspect decks, both at the home level, the municipality level, to understand they got to look for certain things on decks. And the homeowners, by coming to the websites and hearing things like you on the Deck Network, these are things where people are going to get the kind of education to realize you just can't go out there year after year. You polish your cars, you do things to make sure your house is okay. Well, guess what? A deck that's 30 years old, it ain't what it was when you put it up 30 years ago. So proper maintenance, ways to inspect your deck, we're trying to push that and get people to be aware that it's important to check your deck.
And we want to make sure to give them a little plug there. It's nadra.org. It's a great website, great people. They do a tremendous service for our industry. And Mike, thanks again.
You're welcome, Mike. Keep doing what you're doing, buddy.
Okay,
thanks so much.
Okay. As I mentioned, this was the awards event, so let's take a look at the photos of the award-winning Deck of the Year in each category. This is the best wood deck under 500 square feet by Frank Polagrudo from Decks and More in Georgia. Here is the best wood deck over 500 square feet, John Pollen from Taylor Decks in Georgia. This is the best alternative deck under 500 square feet to Barry Street from Rolling Ridge Decks in Colorado. This is the best alternative deck over 500 square feet, also by Barry Street from Rolling Ridge Decks in Colorado. This is the best covered structure by Jamie Turrentine from Southwest Fencing Deck in Texas. This one is for the best covered structure, again by Jamie Turrentine of Southwest Fencing Deck in Texas. This is the best overall deck of 2011 by John Paulin from Taylor Decks in Georgia. Congratulations to all the winners. The last award, called the Terry Award, goes annually to the most outstanding NADRA member for their dedication and support of NADRA and NADRA programs. The 2011 Terry Award went to my good friend and colleague Mark DeMarco. I work closely with Mark and I know his passion and dedication to the association. While we were in Chicago, the Deck Expo also took place. You can see the recap of the 2011 Deck Expo on the Deck Network site or the Decked Out with Mike site. At the show, I conducted a brief interview with Heather Beaudry from NADRA. Here's the video. Okay, now we're talking with Heather Beaudry from the North American Deck and Rail Association. How are you doing today, Heather?
Awesome. Very good.
Awesome. Okay, what do you do at NADRA?
What don't I do at NADRA?
Besides send me bills and little smiley faces on faxes.
Well, I do everything. I mean, we are a very young association, 7 years old, and our staff consists of Michael Beaudry, Margie, Jennifer, and myself.
Okay.
So personally, I do everything from chapter coordinator to all the Deck for a Soldier builds you see. I operate and help all of those. All of the inquiries that come through the website, all of our events, our event last night at the Museum of Science and Industry. Of course, my team helps. Can't do it by myself.
Heather, could you tell us a little bit about the deck evaluation form that we can get on the NADRA.org website?
Sure. Deck safety awareness is huge for NADRA. We declared May as Deck Safety Month. If you go to NADRA.org, go under Deck Safety, you'll see a checklist, and that's for consumers to use. So if you're a deck builder and you're at that kitchen table, download those checklists, give it to the customer. There's also a deck evaluation form for you to bring and do a deck inspection. So when May is coming up before those summer months and you got all those parties happening on the deck, make sure you do those deck inspections. That's available for you as a NADRA member, and even if you're not a member yet, download those forms and use them. Okay,
remember, it's at NADRA.org. Heather, thanks for the great work, and see you again soon.
All right.
Bye-bye. Thanks, Heather. If you have any business in the decking and railing industry, you should be a member of NADRA. NADRA is the voice of the industry, promoting many training and safety events, including National Deck Safety Month. NADRA assists in code writing and regulations with the ICC. NADRA also sponsors Deck Expo, the premier trade event for the decking, dock, and railing industry. The Deck Network is just another medium to get the same message out to the public. NADRA tells us that an alarming 1/2 of the 40 million decks in the United States are unsafe. This is an unacceptable statistic that all of us in the decking and railing industry need to work on. As Heather mentioned, you can get the deck safety checklist from the NADRA website. I thank NADRA for all their help. Again, you can find them at NADRA.org. We will be changing our format. Decked Out with Mike is just a show on the new Deck Network, so look for us on the website. If you have any questions, comments, or requests for a Decked Out with Mike video, you can find me on Twitter at the Deck Network. On LinkedIn, you can join the Deck Network group. If you'd like to contact me, just email me at mike@thedecknetwork.com. Thanks for watching, have a great day, and happy decking.